Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's business meeting. Glad to have everybody that's joining us live stream and all the folks that are out there in the virtual land. Before we begin, I want to ask everyone to please pause for a moment of silent reflection. Lynn, thank you. Before I turn it over to Mr. Menges, I want to make sure we, for the record, we call the roll with commissioners and make sure that we have it on the record, everybody who's here. Commissioner Belser?
Present.
Thank you. Commissioner Whitfield?
Present.
Commissioner Hamilton?
Present.
Commissioner Howard?
Present.
And Commissioner Urban?
Present.
Great. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. I've got new bandwidth. I've got a new Wi-Fi system, so I can actually see everybody this time. So this is a whole new world for me. Mr. Menges.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman and Commissioners. Staff proposes that our next Commission business meeting be held on May 6, 2020 at 2 o'clock.
Very fine. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, we do have one supplemental agenda item, docket number 2019-281S. This matter concerns the proposed scheduling order filed by the parties.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I have comments and a motion, please.
Thank you, Commissioner Belser.
While I recognize some of the scheduling concerns which may have impacted the date suggested, the proposed schedule does not provide sufficient time after the due date for proposed orders to allow the Commission to consider the proposed orders, get the matter on a business meeting agenda, and prepare a final order. It also appears that the date for the final order does not take into account the full 60-day stay of proceedings in this docket approved in order number 2020-259 dated March 25th, 2020. I therefore move that the Commission reject the proposed scheduling order submitted by the parties via email on Friday, April 17, 2020 at 5:10 p.m. I also move that the hearing officer in this docket contact the parties and work with the parties to develop a schedule for the case that is workable to the Commission and which provides the Commission with sufficient time to give due consideration to the case after the hearing is held and proposed orders submitted. Finally, the Commission staff members are needed to assist the Commissioners. Therefore, I move that the Commission reject the proposal for a member of the Commission staff to serve as a mediator. I so move.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Belser's motion. Are there questions or comments?
Mr. Chairman, this is Commissioner Urban.
Yes, sir, Commissioner Urban.
I have a question for Commissioner Belser. I share your concern about the proposed schedule and support your motion. However, there's nothing that would prevent the parties from hiring an independent mediator if they wish to go to mediation. Is that correct?
I'm not aware of mediation being conducted to these hearings. This Commission is charged with setting the rates that are to be charged by the utilities, and I'm not willing to cede any of that jurisdiction to mediation. I think part of the concern with this motion that I have is I've never seen a suggestion for a mediator like this, or I don't recall. I better not say never. I don't recall. There's no explanation to why that's in there. I think we're seeing this in a lot of motions where we're getting requests and are not being fully apprised or advised or told why things are being asked like that. But
I appreciate that.
Mediation would come here if there are issues arising in the case. Code section 58-3-40C, I think it is, that allows for the appointment of a hearing officer, which we've done. The parties can bring procedural motions and other matters that are not determinative of the merits to the hearing officer prior to the hearing. They can file that. They can also file an commission. They can file motions with the Commission and ask the Commission to determine those things prior to a hearing. So I'm not sure what they're asking for with mediation, and I'm not. I don't know that it behooves us to make a member of our staff available for that position when we need them for helping us work through the case. Now, if the parties were to go out for that, I don't know that we would be bound by any decision by a mediator. It's just, this is an unusual request and one that I'm not familiar with, and so I'm not willing to do that.
With all due respect, I understand your position. However, mediators don't make decisions. They just meet with the parties and try to reach a settlement agreement, and you wouldn't be opposed to the parties continuing their negotiations.
No, the parties can certainly always pursue negotiations.
And any mediation, of course, would only allow the parties to reach a settlement agreement, and then it would be subject to the approval of the commission. I just make that point for clarification.
I agree. Any settlement agreement that parties may reach would certainly require approval of the commission.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments? If not, we'll call the roll. Commissioner Whitfield.
Aye.
Commissioner Hamilton.
Aye.
Commissioner Howard.
Aye.
Commissioner Urban.
Aye.
Mr. Belser.
Aye. And
I vote aye. The motion carries. Thank you.
Chairman, turning to our utilities agenda, item number 1, docket number 2020-116C. This matter concerns the appointment of a hearing examiner.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Hamilton.
Mr. Chairman, I would move that we appoint David Stark as hearing examiner. So move, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Hamilton's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, Commissioner Belser.
I'm sorry, aye.
Commissioner Whitfield.
Aye.
Commissioner Howard.
Aye.
Commissioner Urban.
Aye.
Commissioner Hamilton.
Aye.
And I vote aye. Motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 2, docket number 2020-15C. This matter concerns the application of Venture Corporation DBA in Digital.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Urban.
I move that we approve Venture Corporation's application for a certificate of public convenience and necessities, provide local exchange and inter-exchange telecommunication services, and for alternative and flexible regulation. So moved.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Urban's motion. Are there questions or comments? Okay, if not, Commissioner Howard.
Aye.
Commissioner Hamilton.
Aye.
Commissioner Whitfield.
Aye.
Commissioner Bell.
Aye.
Commissioner Urban.
Aye.
And I vote aye. Motion carries. Thank you.
Chairman, item number 3, docket number 2020-112G. We have a request to approve a gas agreement.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Whitfield.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the agreement for transportation service with Firm Gas Standby between American Italian Pasta Company and Dominion Energy. So moved.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Whitfield's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, Commissioner Hamilton.
Aye.
Commissioner Howard.
Aye.
Commissioner Urban.
Aye.
Commissioner Belser.
Aye.
Commissioner Whitfield.
Aye.
And I vote aye. The motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 4, docket number 2020-63E. We have a petition to intervene.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Hamilton.
Mr. Chairman, I would move to grant the petition to intervene filed on behalf of South Carolina Coastal Conservation League. So moved, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Heard Commissioner Hamilton's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, Commissioner Howard.
Aye.
Commissioner Urban,
Aye.
Mr. Belser,
Aye.
Mr. Whitfield,
Aye.
Mr. Hamilton,
Aye.
and I vote aye. Motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 5, docket number 2020-41E. This matter concerns Dominion Energy's annual update on demand-side management programs and petition to update the associated rate rider.
Mr. Chairman, I have some comments on a motion, please.
Mr. Belser.
Dominion Energy, South Carolina, filed its 2020 annual update on demand-side management programs and petition to update the associated rate rider. For this 2020 annual filing, the prior review period is December 1, 2017 to November 30th, 2018, which is program year 8. The current review period is December 1, 2018 to November 30, 2019, program year 9. And the forecasted period is December 1, 2019 to November 30th, 2020, program year 10. The Office of Regulatory Staff has reviewed Dominion's petition and has filed a report detailing that review. ORS found Dominion's updated DSM rate rider to be developed in accordance with the terms and conditions set forth in Commission Order Number 2010-472, 2013-826, and 2019-880. ORS also reported that Dominion's filing comports for the most part with Commission Order Number 2019-880, filed on December 20, 2019. ORS noted that Dominion has not yet filed the avoided cost report required by Order 2019-880, but ORS also acknowledged that the avoided cost report is due 120 days after the final order issued in docket 2019-184E, which was order number 2020-244 issued on March 24th, 2020. With regard to the rate rider, both Dominion and ORS are in agreement. Costs to be recovered in this proceeding total $40,646,200, which is comprised of $24,021,909 for Dominion's amortized program costs, $15,326,879 for net loss revenues, and $1,297,412 as an amortization of shared savings incentives. The only other party, Walmart Inc., states it has no comments or issues of concern with respect to Dominion's filing or its rate rider. I move that the Commission approve Dominion's DSM rate rider. These rates will be effective for bills rendered on or after the first billing cycle of May 2020. A residential customer using 1,000 kilowatt hours per month would have a bill increase of approximately 35 cents after the tax rider approved in Commission Order Number 2018-804 are applied. I so move.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Belser's motion. Are there questions or comments? Not. Commissioner Whitfield.
Aye.
Commissioner Hamilton.
Aye.
Commissioner Howard.
Aye.
Mr. Urban.
Aye.
Mr. Belser.
Aye.
And I vote aye. Motion carries. Thank you.
Chairman, item number 6, docket number 2020-50E. Dominion Energy requests to decrease its rate rider related to pension costs.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Howard.
Mr. Chairman, Dominion Energy is requesting a decrease in its rate rider related to pension costs from 0.00033 to a negative 0.00017 cents per kilowatt hour. As a background, order number 2012-951 approved the company's mechanisms to recover its pension costs related to retail electric operations, and this pension rider is subject to annual true-up depending on the conditions in the financial markets and other factors. Since its creation in 2012, the company has periodically petitioned the Commission to adjust the rate rider to ensure that it is collecting sufficient funds from the ratepayers to maintain the proper balance in the fund. Since the last adjustment to the company's pension rider, that was in docket number 217-56-E, the prior uncollected balance of the pension cost has been eliminated, and the utility state it is overcollecting with the current actuarial estimate reflecting a decrease in pension costs. The company projects there will be an overcollection of pension costs of approximately $11 million by April 2021, if currently approved pension rider is not reduced. The Office of Regulatory Staff has reviewed the proposal and the 2019 actuarial report. According to ORS, the current actuarial estimates reflect a decrease in pension costs, resulting in a requested decrease to the company's pension rider. Based on its review, Dominion's proposal is in accordance with the order, and ORS does not object to the company's request to decrease the pension rider as requested. ORS recommends Dominion file quarterly updates with the Commission and ORS for a 12-month period, in a format that is determined in collaboration with ORS the balance of the pension rider and the updates of the projection through April 2021. ORS maintains it will report to the Commission at the end of the 12-month period. ORS has additional recommendations for adjustment to the pension rider. Mr. Chairman, I move the Commission approve the pension rider with pension costs decreasing from 0.00033 to a negative 0.00017 per kilowatt hour. I further move the Dominion file quarterly updates through April 2021. ORS is requesting to report its recommendation for adjustment to the pension rider at the end of the 12-month period. The decrease is 50 cents after application of the EDIT rider approved by the order. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You heard Commissioner Howard's motion. Are questions or comments? If not, Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Belser.
Aye.
Commissioner Whitfield.
Aye.
Commissioner Hamilton.
Aye.
Commissioner Howard. Commissioner Howard.
Aye.
Thank you. And I vote aye. Motion carries. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, item number 7, docket number 2022E. This matter concerns Dominion Energy's annual review of base rates for fuel costs.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Irvin.
I move that we find and order the following: the fuel purchasing practices and policies, plant operations, fuel inventory management, and all other matters associated with South Carolina Code Section 58-27-865, 2015 of the DESC are reasonable and prudent for the period January 1, 2019 through December 31, 2019. DESC's DERP and incremental and avoided costs shall be trued up in docket number 2021-2-E in accordance with Commission Order number 2020-244. Prospectively, DESC shall update its NEM component values annually, coincident with its annual fuel proceeding. DESC's proposed monthly per account DERP incremental costs components by class properly allocate DESC's DERP incremental cost and are reasonable and prudent and are approved for use on, during, and after the first billing cycle in May 2020. Those costs are $1 per month for residential, $5.85 per month for small and medium general service, and $100 per month for large general service. The ESC shall set its base fuel component, environmental fuel and avoided capacity components, the ERP avoided cost components, and total fuel cost factors consistent with the amounts reflected in DSC witness Alan Root's direct testimony at page 15, and also contained in the attached exhibit number AWR-10 to is testimony, effective for bills rendered on or after the first billing cycle for May 2020. The resulting total fuel costs are 2.359 cents per kilowatt hour for residential, 2.357 cents per kilowatt hour for small general service, 2.337 cents per kilowatt hour for medium general service, 2.305 cents per hour for kilowatt hour for large general service, and 2.250 cents per kilowatt hour for lighting. The ORS concurs with these fuel factors. For clarity, I move that these factors be reflected in a chart to be attached and incorporated into this motion. The net result for these factors is a decrease of approximately $1.91 per month for a residential customer bill using 1,000 kilowatt hours. When combined with the pension rider and DSM rider adjustments, the net result is a $2.04 decrease on all residential customer bills using 1,000 kilowatt hours. This will be incorporated in an order to follow with complete details of the fuel factors.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Urban's motion. Are there questions or comments? Not. Commissioner Belser.
Aye.
Commissioner Whitfield. Commissioner Whitfield.
Aye.
Thank you. Aye. Okay, thank you. Commissioner Hamilton.
Aye.
Thank you. Commissioner Howard.
Aye.
Commissioner Urban.
Aye.
And I vote aye, and the motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 8, docket number 2019-388E. This matter concerns a joint motion to withdraw a petition along with a request for confidential treatment.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Whitfield.
Mr. Chairman, I move that Commission deny the request to withdraw the petition and request for confidential treatment of the joint motion. I also move that the clerk's office administratively close the docket. I note the settlement agreement in this docket has been ruled as confidential by order number 2020-288. So moved.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Whitfield's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, Commissioner Hamilton.
Aye.
Commissioner Howard.
Aye.
Commissioner Urban.
Aye.
Commissioner Belser.
Aye.
Commissioner Whitfield.
Aye.
And I vote aye. The motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 9, docket number 2019-180E. We have a request for an extension of time.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Howard.
Mr. Chairman, by order number 2020-244, the Commission required Dominion to file proposed mitigation protocol for Commissioner's consideration that it may reduce the variable integration charge and energy integration charge occurred by certain solar projects on the system by April 23rd, 2020. However, that order allowed Dominion to seek an extension of time, and the utility now requests until June 1, 2020 to make that filing. Solar Business Alliance has submitted the letter stating that it does not oppose the request for the extension of time, but also states that Dominion should not be permitted to impose the variable integration charge or energy integration charge on new existing solar projects until a reasonable period of time after the Commission approves the mitigation protocol. Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the extension of time until June 1, 2020 for Dominion to file mitigation protocols as required by order number 2020-244. I move the Commission hold the Solar Business Alliance's request regarding imposition of the variable integration charge or the energy integration charge on new existing solar projects in abeyance until this Commission has further comment on the matter, an interested party should file comments within 30 days of the date of the order issued in this matter. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You heard Commissioner Howard's motion. Are there questions or comments?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir. Commissioner Urban.
I believe this is one of the avoided cost dockets that I previously recused in, so I will not be voting.
Okay.
If you call my name, I'll repeat that for the record. Thank you.
Well, we'll note that Commissioner Urban is recused on this matter, so I won't include you in this roll call, Commissioner. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Anybody else? Anything else? Comments or questions? If not, Commissioner Belser.
Aye.
Commissioner Whitfield.
Aye.
Commissioner Hamilton.
Aye.
Commissioner Howard.
Aye.
And I vote aye, and the motion carries. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, item number 10, docket number 2018-376E. We have a request for approval to transfer real property and to obtain certain waivers.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Whitfield.
Mr. Chairman, I have a motion in this matter and decent little bit of background information first, though.
Okay.
First, Mr. Chairman, Dominion is requesting approval to transfer real property under the terms of the settlement agreement in the civil action captioned Lightsey versus SC&G number 2017-CP-25-00355 that resulted from the abandonment of SC&G's nuclear units. The purpose of the transfer is to maximize cash benefits to the plaintiff's consumers in the Lightsey case, as originally set out in Commission Order Number 2018-824. Dominion now seeks approval to modify the Old State Road tract to complete the sale contemplated by the settlement agreement in Directive Order Number 2020-34, which approved the sale of 140 acres of the Old State Road tract. The parties in the Lightsey case subsequently agreed to add 85.40 acres to the Old State Road tract, now totaling 225.4 acres for sale and inclusion in the Consumer Benefit Fund. Dominion requests that the Commission issue as order. Number one, approving transfer of the non-utility property Old State Road tract, which will now total 225.4 acres. Number two, waiving the bid requirement from order number 92-931 for the sale of the Old State Road tract, now composed of 225.4 acres. I would note the Commission waived this requirement for the other 140 acres in the Directive Order Number 2020-34. And number three, waiving the subdivision requirement from Commission Order Number 92-931 as applicable for the same 225.4 acre tract. Again, noting the Commission waived this requirement for the 140 acres. Mr. Chairman, South Carolina Code Section 58-27-1300 requires Dominion to obtain approval from the Commission when it seeks to sell, assign, transfer, lease, consolidate, or merge its utility property that has a fair market value in excess of $1 million. Commission Order Number 92-931 set forth certain requirements for real property owned by Dominion, including the competitive bid process for sales of real estate with an appraised value in excess of $50,000, and the subdivision requirement for tracts of land into parcels with a market value of less than $150,000. the commission had previously found that the 140 acres of the old state road tract did not constitute utility property, as it was not classified as utility property or used as utility property in the last 5 years. Dominion asserts that the same applies to the additional 85.4 acres, and that the enhanced Old State Road tract, now 225.4 acres, is non-utility property. Thus, it is non-utility property which does not need approval from the Commission pursuant to South Carolina Code Section 58-27-1300. Mr. Chairman, given that, I move that we approve the request to transfer the additional 85.4 acres comprising the enhanced Old State Road tract, now 225.4 acres, for sale and inclusion in the Consumer Benefit Fund pursuant to the settlement agreements and consent order in Lightsey versus SDE. I further move that we find the enhanced Old State Road tract as non-utility property, that the waiver of the bid requirement and subdivision requirement set forth in order number 92-931 is proper, and that the parties can pursue the sale of the property per the settlement agreements and the consent order in the Lightsey case. So moved, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I can't hear you.
Sorry about that. I muted my phone because I had a dog barking outside. We've heard Commissioner Whitfield's motion. Are there questions or comments?
Mr. Chairman, this is Commissioner Belser.
Yes, Commissioner Belser.
Commissioner, Mr. Chairman, I would just like to note for the record that I'm recused from this item, having previously recused in this docket. I will not.
Thank you. Thank you. The record will so note your recusal on that. Any other questions or comments? Not? Commissioner Hamilton.
Aye.
Commissioner Howard.
Aye.
Commissioner Urban.
Aye.
Commissioner Whitfield.
Aye.
And I vote aye. The motion is thank you.
Item number 11, docket numbers 2019-281S, 2019-387A, 2019-290WS, as well as other dockets. We have a request to withdraw as counsel.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Hamilton.
Mr. Chairman, I would move that we grant Laura Becky Dover Esquire's request to withdraw as counsel for the South Carolina Department of Consumer Affairs in this or any other docket in which she appeared. So moved, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Hamilton's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, Commissioner Howard.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Belser.
Aye.
Commissioner Whitfield.
Aye.
Commissioner Hamilton.
Aye.
And I vote aye. Motion carries. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, turning to the transportation agenda.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, ma'am. Commissioner Belser.
I apologize to the commission and to Mr. Minges, but before we leave the utilities agenda, could we go back to item number 6? And I do apologize. I'm not sure if I misheard or didn't process correctly, but could I get some clarification on the motion just real quickly?
Certainly.
I thought, and Commissioner Howard, I do apologize to you too. I thought that in the motion that it was stated that the decrease is approximately 50 cents after the application of the tax rider from Order 2018-804. I've looked back through notes, and I think that is supposed to be 48 cents. Can you check your motion and see if it was 48 cents or 50 cents, please?
Everything I have, Commissioner Belcher, is 33 cents to minus 17.
Right,
Zero.
but after, at the end of the motion, I think you said that the decrease is approximately, I thought I heard you say 50, and I think it's supposed to be 48.
Well, my Berkeley County arithmetic from 00033 to minus 017 is 50 cents.
Understand, I think we had said with the
Tax rider.
tax rider, it would be 48 cents.
I'll accept that then.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do we need to change anything?
Commissioner Belcher.
If we could just make sure that the motion reflects 48 cents with the application of the tax rider was approved in
Okay.
order 2018-804.
Okay, we will make sure that happens. That's okay, Commissioner Howard, right?
That's fine with me, correct, yeah.
Right. Thank you. Thank you, Commissioner Belcher.
Thank you both.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. On their transportation agenda, items number 1 through 3 are new applications that can be taken together. Item number 1, docket 2020-114T, Postal Limousine of Oak Island, LLC. Item 2, docket 2020-115T, RBS Transportation, LLC. And item 3, docket 2020-117T, Silver and Gold Senior Transportation, LLC.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Hamilton.
Mr. Chairman, I would move we approve the new applications in items 1 through 3 as identified by Mr. Menges. So moved, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Hamilton's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, Commissioner Howard.
Aye.
Commissioner Urban.
Aye.
Commissioner Belcher.
Aye.
Commissioner Whitfield.
Aye.
Commissioner Hamilton. Commissioner Hamilton votes aye, and I vote aye. The motion carries. Thank you.
Chairman, item number 4, docket number 2020-37T. We have an application for a Class E household goods certificate and associated request for approval.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Belcher.
I move that the commission approve the application of All My Sons of Columbia, LLC for Class E household goods certificate with statewide authority, approve the request to use an electronic bill of lading, and approve the third amended bill of lading submitted as amending hearing exhibit number 7. So moved.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Belcher's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, Commissioner Whitfield.
Aye.
Commissioner Hamilton.
Aye.
Thank you. Commissioner Howard.
Aye.
Commissioner Urban.
Aye.
Commissioner Belcher.
Aye.
And I vote aye, and the motion carries.
Chairman, item number 5, docket number 2020-97T. We have a request to rescind.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Howard.
Chairman, I move we grant the request of Silver and Gold Senior Transportation, LLC, to rescind Commission Order number 2020-204. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Howard's motion. Are there questions or comments? Not. Commissioner Urban.
Aye.
Commissioner Belcher.
Aye.
Commissioner Whitfield.
Aye.
Commissioner Hamilton.
Aye.
Commissioner Howard.
Aye.
And I vote aye, and the motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 6, docket number 2019-178T. We have a request for an extension of time.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Urban.
I move that we grant, in part, Loyalty Transport LLC's request for some extension of time. They had asked to until September 15 of 2020 to comply with Commission rules and regulations. However, the latest extension of time was granted until April 15, 2020 by order number 2019-717. Since it will be 1 year after the Commission issued order 2019-401 granting Loyalty Transport's authority to operate on June 28, 2019, I find it more appropriate to move that we grant an extension of time to comply with Commission rules and regulations until June 28, 2020. After June 28, 2020, a new application for authority to operate would then have to be filed. So moved.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Urban's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, Commissioner Belzer.
Aye.
Commissioner Whitfield.
Aye.
Commissioner Hamilton.
Aye.
Commissioner Howard.
Aye.
Commissioner Urban.
Aye.
And I vote aye, and the motion carries. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, that concludes today's agenda.
Thank you, everyone, for being here and participating. I'll note that we do have a transportation hearing. Following this, we're going to take a break to reset our technology, and if there's nothing else to come before us, we'll commence our transportation agenda in a few moments. We are adjourned. Thank you.